We're back with King's Quest IV, designed by Roberta Williams. Now that I have gotten past the hardest puzzle in the game, probably, which is the getting past the copy protection. So, here we go. The return of his long-lost son Alexander and the rescue of his daughter Rosella from the terrible dragon, old King Graham decides it's time to pass on his adventurer's hat to younger blood. So he flings the battered hat towards his children while his wife Queen Valenice proudly looks on. The hat arches through the air. Suddenly, King Graham experiences a terrible squeezing pain in his chest. "Help me," he rasps. The adventurer's hat lies unclaimed upon the floor, forgotten. King Graham lies weakly in bed, Father Death hovering near. Grief suddenly overwhelming her, Rosella runs from the room. "Oh, Father," she sobs, "you're still young. You should have many years ahead of you." "Do you really mean that?" a soft voice asks. Rosella looks up but sees no one. "Who's speaking to me?" "I am," the voice says. "Look in the magic mirror." Rosella sees an image in the mirror. "Who are you?" she queries. "I am the fairy Genesta. In my land of Tamir there is a remarkable tree. This tiny tree needs 100 years to bear a single fruit. But this is no ordinary fruit, for if a person were to eat it, they would find that good health and well-being would be theirs for many years." Rosella is much heartened by this news. Where is the land of Tamir? Genesta smiles. "Tamir is very far away, but with my magic I can bring you here." Rosella senses that there is more to the story, but I suppose there are some problems. Again, Genesta smiles. "Yes, you are correct, Rosella. If you are willing to come to Tamir, I will explain the situation. However, once I bring you here, I can't send you back. You will have to help me first." Jeez, bait and switch there. Confused, Rosella says, "I don't know. What if I can't help you, or find the tree?" Genesta pleads, "You must decide now, Rosella. My powers are growing weaker by the minute." Now the fairy is but a faint glimmer, and her voice barely audible. "If you care for your father, say yes now," and suddenly she's gone. Yes! The lovely fairy speaks. "I am the fairy Genesta. Welcome to Tamir." look identical. Rosella looks awestruck at the fairy. She is stunningly beautiful, but still there is a certain sadness to her. Finally, Rosella speaks. I know you would like me to help you in some way, but I don't know how I can help a fairy. Ginesta looks sadder than ever. You're wrong, Rosella. You see, I'm losing my magical powers. Yesterday, as I was strolling through the woods, Lolette, the evil fairy, caught me unawares. The fairy sighed. She yanked it from my neck and raced away, screeching with laughter. Immediately, I felt my powers diminishing and my body weakening. I will die in 24 hours if my talisman is not returned. Just like King Graham. Intently, Ginesta looks at Rosella. Lolette is very evil and will use the talisman to bring more evil to Tamir. Now I fear it will contaminate my whole country. Further, I cannot send you home without my talisman. Rosella is unsure as to what she can do. Meekly, she asks, I want to help you, but how? You can do more than you think, Rosella, Ginesta assures her. I believe you will be able to penetrate Lolette's domain. Suddenly, Rosella remembers the tiny tree. Can you tell me where to find the magic fruit? Remorsefully, Ginesta looks at Rosella. It will not be easy to reach the tree. It grows on a tiny island with a vast swamp on the other side of the great mountains. Bravely fighting back tears, Rosella says, I will help you in any way I can, Ginesta. How can I find Lolette? The beautiful fairy points eastward. Lolette's castle overlooks Tamir from the great mountains. Ginesta looks weaker as she says, There is not much more I can do, Rosella. As it is, it will be difficult for me to fly home again. One thing I must do for you, though. I shall disguise you as a peasant girl so as not to attract attention. Probably a good idea. Peasant! Thank you, Ginesta, I think, Rosella stammers. It will be better for you, the fairy says. Well, I must be off while I can still fly. I know you can do it. Goodbye. Good luck. Well, you're on your own, Rosella. Alright. Time to begin my quest. My king's quest. So she said that our friend, the friend who stole her magical powers, is living somewhere to the east. Is this a unicorn? But the unicorn is going away. Oh, she just, casually dive into the water there. Oh, shoot. I think this is the first game where I can actually increase the speed, my walking speed, by just spamming plus, so yeah, that's cool. This game looks gorgeous. It's definitely an upgrade from the last installment. So is this where Lolette lives, in this cave here? She said it was up the mountains to the east, so maybe. You've encountered a group of small men working in this diamond mine. They're not too friendly, though, as one of them forcefully tells you to leave the premises. What? Gotta listen to those little guys? Okay. My only gripe so far is that the scene transitions or the screen transitions are a little slow. But, you know, it's still is a great looking game. Alright, I'm assuming this is the mountain path of which the great fairy spoke. So let's go. Up the mountain. Uh-oh, Lilette's goons. Will I get out of this alive? Well, my pet, Lilette hisses, what have you drug home today? Lilette gives you the one over, and she decides her red eyes begin to narrow. And as she does, her red eyes begin to narrow. Are you a foolish girl who wandered here by mistake, or are you a spy sent here by my enemy, Genesta? You swear to Lilette that you are nothing but a poor peasant girl who has lost your way, but she doesn't seem to believe you as her mouth begins to snarl and her eyes narrow to mere slits. For the first time, you experience real fear and begin to tremble. Lilette snarls, You don't look stupid enough to have wandered here. I believe you're a spy. Take her to the cell. Okay. So is this end game here? You have found yourself in a horrible cell. It looks as if others have found their way here too. Hopefully you won't end up like them. Jeez. Yeah, I guess there is a guy like hanging from the ceiling here. You hear the henchmen returning. Perhaps they are setting you free. The henchman motions you to follow him out of the cell. Lilette gives you a sickly sweet look. You're lucky, my dear, she coos. My precious son, Edgar, has taken a liking to you, and he believes you. He's convinced me to give you a chance to prove your innocence. You glance at the homely young man standing next to Lilette. He blushes. Lilette continues, I wish to own the unicorn that inhabits the meadowland. Bring me the unicorn, and I shall not only set you free, but reward you as well. To her henchman, Lilette orders, Go! Take her back to the forest. Alright. So I am now obliged to get this unicorn and somehow bring it back to Lolat. Maybe it's a good time to save my game. Unicorn hunt. Wouldn't you know it, you've been caught. Thank you for playing King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosella. Next time, be more careful. Alright. So, be more careful, huh? Don't get caught in the snare of those awful trees. And I guess also the cliffs that cause you to fall. My throat's a little scratchy. I hope I'm not getting sick. Probably not. I'm a big believer in not psyching myself out. So I'm just going to say I'm not getting sick. Dum-de-dum-dum. This looks pleasant. This run-down, gloomy cemetery gives you the creeps. Many of the old tombstones have fallen over, and the entire place is overgrown with grass and weeds. This also looks quite foreboding. I'll get back to you. Just want to get the lay of the land before I commit to going into any place. Some kind of waterfall. Probably the edge of the map. And I'm back here. I really appreciate how Rosella is able to just walk through very deep, deep bodies of water and doesn't seem to bat an eye at it. Oops. The river. Ah, there seems to be... Oh, whoops. Slow transition! Okay. Where are you, Rosella? You're behind this tree, are you? Ah, here we go. There seems to be some kind of golden object under this bridge. Under bridge. You kneel down and peer under the bridge. Aha! You have found a small golden ball. You pick it up and carry it with you. So I know this story. Golden Ball is from the story of the Frog Prince. If I remember correctly, the main character... Oh, hey, there's the unicorn. That's always going to run away from me, isn't it? Run! This game does not understand run. If I remember correctly, the heroine, the main character in that story, loses her gold ball in a pond. So I probably need to find some kind of pond. That I can lose my gold ball into. Then have a frog come and get it. Then kiss the frog. Oh wow, this game has real graphics and you're playing as a woman. How progressive. Thanks, What Wizard. Yeah, this game is quite beautiful. I'm enjoying it so far. Alright, so if I know my fairy stories well, this is where I'm going to encounter the Frog Prince. So throw ball in pond. You accidentally drop the golden ball into the pond. From atop a lily pad, a large green frog leaps into the water and disappears from view. A moment later, the frog emerges with "Yes, your lost gold ball" in its mouth. It seems as if the frog is kindly returning your gold ball to you. Are you coming, Froggy? Oh, there he is. Do I gotta meet you? Meet you over there? Pick up frog. Not while you're in the pond. That's a good point. Pick up frog. Squinching up your nose in disgust, you catch the large frog and hold it in your hand. It stares at you with its big, bulgy eyes and wobbles its throat. Kiss frog. You look at the frog's green lips. Good. You feel silly doing this as you slowly put your mouth against the frog's. Suddenly, the little green frog changes into a handsome prince. Who are you? The prince demands. I thought you were supposed to be a princess. Why, you're nothing more than a peasant girl. You blank a bit at this remark, but say nothing. Well, ta-ta, he says. I'm off. Here, you may keep this. To your surprise, he tosses the little golden crown to you as he takes his leave. Good riddance, you think. Alright, so I now have a tiny crown. Take crown. You already took it. Take ball. You're not close enough. Take ball. Push Prince and Lake. Yeah, I should have done that. Alright. So I have a tiny crown. So where to next? I've looked around a little bit. Maybe I should try to explore the inside of some of the buildings around here. Invent dentistry. That would be good. Use crown on teeth, invent dentistry. Ah, I get it now. I imagine Rosella probably has pretty good teeth. Oh shit. Last time I went in there, I got grabbed by one of those trees, so I think I'll steer clear of that. Uh-oh. Is this guy gonna, like, grab me? Oh, good. Is he still following me? Oh man, they've really upped their game here. Now when evil dudes come running at you, they actually follow you from screen to screen instead of, Oh, hey, is there a little birdie here? It's a worm. Look at worm. You see a fat worm wiggling on the ground. Well, if I know King's Quest, take worm. Good. Good, good. Yep, bird, not snake. How's the bird, 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 bird's the word. All right. It's a spooky graveyard. Look at tombstone. Each tombstone has an epitaph written on it. Yeah, Hagrid's not following me when I went into the spooky forest, because I think he's afraid of those trees grabbing him, which is reasonable because those trees do grab you. Read epitaph. 1546, reader, here lies, but forbear to read more without a tear. One, I cannot speak the rest. You may weep, I'll smite my breast. Grief preventing, and this stone too small to be written on. Only this little boy, Willie, in Abram's bosom's laid. Yeah. All right. More scary trees. More scary trees. I think this is where Hagrid tried to grab me last time. Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh no, you're caught. The terrible ogre grabs you by the braids and drags you off to an ultimate end. To an untimely end. Dinner will definitely be on you tonight. Thank you for playing King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosella. Next time, be more careful. Jeez, Hagrid. Gotta cool it down, man. Scary Tree Quest 4. That's this one. Tree have fruit on it? Look, tree. Take fruit. Okay, there's no fruit on that tree. I thought there was. Oh, hey, there's a lute playing person. Look. A sparkling white sand beach edges a vast blue ocean. Turning to the east, you see a lush, flowery meadow. Look, person. You see a rather jaunty-looking fellow who appears to be a wandering minstrel. He seems to be a lute player. Talk minstrel. You say hello to the minstrel, who looks at you in surprise. Well, well, what do we have here? He asks. You introduce yourself as Rosella. Hello, Rosella, the minstrel says. Let me play for you one of my favorite tunes. And he begins to play an old ballad. Unfortunately, it appears that his musical skills are quite limited, as he plunks and pings his way through an otherwise beautiful song. Take loot. Take loot. The minstrel is not going to give you his sole means of livelihood. Alright, minstrel. I'm heading out. Bye. Pay minstrel a tiny crown to follow you around and play goofy songs. If only, that would be cool. What's up with you? A poor and shattered woman knits at the table. She looks very tired and a little grumpy. You introduce yourself to the old fisherman's wife. With little patience, she responds, "What are you doing here, young lady? Can't you see I'm busy? We have enough problems without worrying about you." Alright. Time to go. Hum-de-hum. Do-do-do-do. What's this thing? If it's anything. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright. What? What are you doing here? Back here, am I? Okay, I need to do something. Do something productive that will get me closer to finding to capturing the unicorn. Maybe I can go into this house. Payments for a tiny crown to stop following you around. Look, mirror. You look in the broken mirror and see the reflection of a poor but beautiful peasant girl. Open clock. This is nothing of interest inside the grandfather clock. Okay. Open drawer. You can't do that now. Open cabinet. You can't do that now. Look, table. The dusty old table is littered with crumbs. Take crumbs. You have no use for crumbs. Look, shelf. You see nothing special. Look. The old kitchen is quite bare. The fireplace has been cold for years, and the dusty pantry is empty, but for old crumbs. Look, shelf. There's something that interests you on the kitchen shelves. Look, churn. Game does not understand churn. Look, wall. Something important's on the walls. Look, fireplace. Take cooking pot. The cooking pot is empty and useless. You don't need it. Jeez, game. Learn to say yes and, won't you? You need to take some improv classes here. Alright, let's check out over here. Look. Considering the disarray of the rest of the house, the parlor looks in relatively good order. However, the fireplace is cold and unused. The bookshelves are almost bare, and the old furnishings are dusty. Look, shelf. You examine the books on the side of the room. None of these books are up the quality of reading you're used to. Interesting. Look shelf. You examine the few remaining books on the bookshelves. Only one catches your attention. It is entitled The Complete, spelled Compleat. Interesting. Works of William Shakespeare. Take book. You remove the Shakespeare book from the shelf and carry it with you. Look table. Furniture is old and dusty. Open cabinet. There's nothing of interest in the dusty old cabinet. Open drawers. You can't do that now. Open drawer? Can't do that now. Okay. Look portrait. An interesting portrait of a young girl hangs above the fireplace. You gaze at it intently and notice that her eyes seem to stare at the left wall of the parlor. Look wall. You examine the left wall very closely and notice a little latch. Pull latch. You flip the latch in the wall, and behold, you have discovered a secret door. Old Willie shakes. Yep. This should come in handy. Take shovel. Never know when a shovel will come in handy. Spooky house. When will the grams of... Thanks for playing King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosella. Next time, be more careful. Boy, when will the Grams of Daventry learn to walk diagonally? In the meantime, they need to go left, up, right, up, right, up. The limits of navigating 3D spaces with a keyboard. All right. So there's some kind of organ up here, I guess. Look. A dusty old pipe organ sits in the center of the tower room. Look floor. There's nothing of interest on the floor. All right. Play organ. You're not sitting on the organ. Sit organ. It would be better to move to the inside of the bench. Sit organ. Play organ. Good thing that Rosella took some organ playing lessons. What a virtuoso you are, Rosella. Alright, that was cool, I guess. I take it I'm gonna have to do something with that later. Yeah, she does got some crazy organ skills. It's pretty cool. Invite Vard to organ and upstage him with Rad organ playing. That would be a cool turn of events. Time to explore the upstairs. This old bedroom must have once been very nice. You could imagine a cheery fire in the fireplace while its occupant slept snugly in the big bed. But sadly, this room has been abandoned for years. Open cabinet. Can't do that now. Open. What do you want to inspect? Open dresser? Chest of drawers is empty. Okay. Look dresser. A large old chest of drawers rests against the wall. Look on top of dresser. This game does not understand top. Okay. Take lamp. Belongs to the dwarves. The dwarves live in this house? Open cabinet. Can't do that now. Look wall. Something of importance on the walls. Well, what is this thing? Open... I don't know. Look bed. The old bed still looks comfortable. Sit bed. You don't have time for that. Look window. You see the cemetery out the window. Okay. Okay. One last room and then we can get going. Look. It appears as if this was once the master bedroom. However, cobwebs hang everywhere and dust covers the furniture. Open drawers. The drawers are empty. Look bed. The old bed is massive and dominates the room. Open drawer. The drawers are empty. Look rug. A tattered oriental rug covers the floor at the foot of the bed. Move rug. That is not understood. Take rug. You can't get that. Okay. Oh, this seems to be a children's something. Look crib. You see an empty cradle here.